Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Information Officer for the Ministry of Communications and Works, Paul Bridgewater, and I'm here with the Director of the Public Works Department, Mr. Jeremy Hodge. How are you, sir?
I'm well, thank you. And yourself, Paul?
I'm good. Nice to be here.
Good.
All right, so we're going to give the public an update on the asphalt plant that is set to come on stream soon. All right, so we're going to give the public an update on the asphalt plant that is set to come on stream soon. What are the works that are being done, and what is needed for it to be completed and on stream?
Okay, Paul. As you would note, the minister has been giving quite a few updates, and I've given a few myself. Mm-hmm. We've had quite a number of delays, but I'm happy to report that we're almost there. I would say weeks away to having a fully functioning asphalt plant. We have a brand new, modern asphalt plant that can produce up to 100 tons of asphalt an hour.
Wow.
This is something that we need desperately in the territory. We have to be in a position where we can produce our own asphalt to maintain our roads, which would allow public works to be more responsive. Mm-hmm. It will also save the government a tremendous amount of money. It will save the government, based on what they pay to purchase it privately, save them more than a third of the cost per mile of road. Where we are right now, Paul, is that if we go more detailed, the silo is that big bin that the trucks, those 20-yard trucks that Public Works have, those green trucks that you're familiar with, would back up under to receive the asphalt. It's a big bin on stilts that will open and let the asphalt out. And it gets asphalt from the plant that will belt the asphalt up to that bin and open it. That needed some configuring. As we speak, my guys cast the pedestals for that to be mounted, which will be the last step for the silo to be addressed. We have to let the pedestals cure for about 7 to 10 days because it's a very heavy piece of equipment to place on top of that. We also have the electricals being completed as we speak. BVI-EC has just today placed a brand new transformer on the site, and I think it's hooked up and everything and ready to go. Thank you, BVI-EC. They have been there very helpful to us. We also have been constructing the shed the shed for the heating elements. We have some elements that has to heat the oil. The oil comes in these 20-foot containers. Imagine a 20-foot container filled with thick tar oil, we call bitumen. It has to be heated with an element, and it has some electronic devices that has to control that heat. And we're building that shed. We cast that today as well, where they will back right up in there. We'll be able to heat it and transport that oil into the 40-foot container that houses the oil that feeds the plant.
Right.
That has its own mechanism to keep the oil hot. You have to heat it to extreme temperatures in order to make it liquid, because when it gets on the road, it's hard
and it stays there.
Right. So those are basically things we're working on right now. So once those are completed, and all have a time to be completed the third week in June, we have a WhatsApp chat with them, so they know every step of the way we are, so that they can be ready to come and commission the plant. So I'm optimistic that the plant will be commissioned. We'll have Amen in here the latest, the first week in July, also to be here. Not only will they be commissioning the plant, but they'll be training my guys. We'll also be inviting private technical persons to learn how to operate the plant. We at Public Works and the Ministry of Works, we want to make sure we embrace the community to be a part of this venture as we get our asphalt plant working and start to upgrade our physical infrastructure, our roads infrastructure. As we move forward, government we have a lot of people complain about government. We don't have enough employees and this and that and everything.
It's always something.
But I'm not going to keep beating that dead horse. What I'm going to do is incorporate young men and women that are interested. After the plant is up, of course, we're going to train people to run the plant, maintain the plant. Mm-hmm. We're also going to train persons on how to build asphalt roads and what it means to have long-lasting, durable asphalt roads. We'll be inviting or actually having an engineer to come and work with my roads engineer to administer that training so that persons who have that interest and that inclination for that, we can train them. They can build their own teams because we have lots of roads to rebuild.
I agree.
And we want to be able to spread out. My team, they're very good, well-trained, but they won't be able to do it all. And if we do attempt to do it all, it's going to take us quite a long time to do it. And I know that I've had this conversation with both the Premier and the Minister of Communication and Works, both Honorable Natalia Whitley and Honorable Kairema. I'm going to call their name, right? Because we didn't have that meeting in public, and I want everyone to hear that they're committed to make sure that we're successful as we move ahead to address our road infrastructure. I thank them for the equipment that we have. We have brand new equipment. We have a coal planer, what we call the milling machine. Mm-hmm. It recycles the asphalt. What we can do now, we have some asphalt that's failing on the ground. Mm-hmm. We send that machine forward, and it will grind that asphalt right up into almost the raw material that you had into little gravel material. And it's beautiful material that binds well. We can put it beneath the road, surface of the road, and pave on top of it, and we can reuse it instead of having to find places to dump it and become a nuisance and an environmental hazard.
Right.
So we have that what we can put on the roads. It also helps self-levels the road. So we can just send it to mill, it self-levels, you oil it, you tack it, we will call it, and you pave.
Nice.
And all these things we want young men and women, especially those who have been a part of the rated program, and you have an interest, you will see the notices going out to train you to do it. And the rated program will pay you to learn how to do this work. And we're going to utilize that program to the fullest, and thereby showing you how to prepare yourself to bid for these works. So if I give you a half mile of road to pave, I'm going to send it out, you're going to bid for it, and there'll be plenty enough for everyone to get something. The government equipment we will train you how to use it. If we have the opportunity to rent to extend those resources, we will also do that. You'll be trained how to use the equipment and go out there, and we as BVI landlords will build our roads. We're very capable of building our own roads. If you've driven over to Sophie Bay, Kingston, Chilwell, even our highway that lasts about 20 years without flaws, you will notice that those roads have been built by BVI landlords, public works themselves, or private local contractor. We can do it, we have done it, and we will do it. Right. And I have walked and I've seen some of you on the rated program just hungry for the opportunity, and the opportunity will be given to you. So listen out and look out, and we will be ready to receive you.
Right. So that sounds like a lot of extensive upgrades and a lot of extensive plans for this asphalt plant to incorporate public-private partnership.
Yes.
So I'm very happy to hear about that, and I'm sure that those persons on the rated program and anybody who is coming up that wants to get involved in the infrastructure network would have that chance and the opportunity to better themselves in that regard. So is there anything else that you want to add, Mr. Hodge?
There's nothing really else I want to add other than I want to say that I'm not worried about us having the resources, because now we have to feed the plant. So far we have all the oil that we need so far to start. And I'm saying so because I know the Premier is committed to making sure we have the resources to continue. He told me not to worry about it. And I know that Honorable Reimer would make sure that we remind him when we need more material. So the problem would be, well, it wouldn't be a problem. All we need now are the resources to make sure that we can continue the works throughout 2023, 24, and onward until we get you the roads that you deserve to have.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. So that's definitely good news to hear that our roads
Yes.
are going to be fixed, and
Yes.
we already have the things in place to get that going. All right. I want to thank you, Mr. Hodge, for sharing your valuable information, and I want to thank you, the public, for tuning in. I've been Information Officer Paul Bridgewater. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.